Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vlog. Today is Saturday and Josh actually got up with Avery and the boys this morning, so I had a lovely lie-in until 8:30. That is a standard lie-in for this household, but it was really lovely. I don't feel refreshed. I never really do when I've had extra sleep. I don't know why, but anyway, today I'm kickstarting one of my goals for this year, and that is to bake a birthday cake for all of my close family members. So the first birthday of the year is actually my mother-in-law's. My mother-in-law is diabetic, and I have made her normal cakes before, but sugar makes her unwell, obviously. So this cake has been a bit of a challenge, but I have found a recipe online for a sugar-free cake. So I'm going to be using this instead of sugar, basically. The rest of the ingredients are pretty much the same. It recommended this sweetener in particular, so this is what I'm going to try. I've never tried a sugarless cake before, so I have no idea what it's going to taste like. I am used to making kind of more decorated cakes as well, but because I use buttercream, which has a lot of sugar in it, this cake is going to be a bit more plain and understated. I'm just going to decorate it and fill it with whipped cream, because that doesn't have any added sugar in it, and then some strawberries as well. So this should be perfect for my mother-in-law. She should be able to enjoy the entire thing if she wants to, and it shouldn't make her poorly, hopefully. So that is my plan for this morning. So I am gonna whip out my stand mixer, which I haven't actually had out since Christmas, and I made our chocolate orange cheesecake, and then get to baking this cake. I've also never made a cake in this oven. This is the first cake I'm making in this house, so hopefully I don't burn it. I feel like it takes a bit of time to get used to a different oven. Our old oven, I feel like I got to know, but it definitely wasn't like you followed the temperature and followed the instructions for that particular oven, because it just wouldn't have turned out right. You had to be really specific with that oven. So let's see how it goes with this one. So the recipe calls for 200 grams of the xylitol. So I'm just gonna pop that straight into, it's actually got quite a sugary texture. Normally sweeteners are kind of more powdery, so that's promising. So I'm just gonna put 200 grams in here. And then same as a normal Victoria sponge, it's 200 grams of butter, 4 eggs and 200 grams of self-raising flour. So I'm just going to use the same method I normally use when I make a Victoria sponge. I'm not going to follow the instructions. I've already lined my cake tins, so yeah, I just need to mix the ingredients. The oven is preheating. The only thing is, I tried to soften the butter in the microwave because it was kind of really cold and hard, but I over melted it. But it should be fine. I have made cakes with melted butter before, so I'm gonna crack on with this. Cakes are in the oven. I'm not gonna lie, the consistency is a little bit different to what I'm used to seeing, but let's see how they come out. I mean, the batter, it's got a strange aftertaste. I hope the cakes turn out okay. The cakes are out of the oven and just cooling down. They look okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let them cool down fully and then whip the cream this evening and stack them and everything. We've just made a last minute decision to try out our local bowling alley, which I think would be really fun for the kids. So I'm gonna get showered and get dressed and we're gonna go bowling. Scratch that idea. Josh just called them and apparently they don't have any available lanes until 10 to 9 this evening, which is far too late for our family. Avery will already be in bed by then, so we're gonna see if we can find something else to do with the boys. Saturday, so be nice to do something, see what we can find. Either way, I'm jumping in the shower. Morning guys, it is Monday, half term is over and it's all systems go again. Zach's gone back to school, Eli is going back to home learning. His appeal's on Wednesday. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous because I did some reading and apparently because it's an infant class I'm appealing, all the panel is really doing is making sure the school has followed the procedure correctly, and I'm sure they have. But they don't take our personal circumstances into consideration, which doesn't really help me much here. If it doesn't go through, if he doesn't get into the school, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So feeling a little bit on edge this week. I've got a little bit on this week. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Avery and Zach's cardiologist wanted to kind of complete the family picture and they wanted me to go and get some tests done. So tomorrow I am having an ECG and a blood test. Eli's going to the toilet, not sure if you heard that. So yeah, going for those tests tomorrow. It's also Pancake Day tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. And then yeah, Eli's appeal is on Wednesday. Avery has a vision support appointment this week. And we are going to Little Harbour again this weekend. They called me last week and they had a last minute cancellation and asked if we wanted to fill the spot. And of course we said yes, so that is really exciting. The only thing is they said that on the Sunday the SIB team wouldn't be available, but that is absolutely fine with us. It's just really nice to spend time there. I'd like to get Avery back in the hydrotherapy pool as well. So Avery, I don't know if she's well, and here's the deal. Last week, you guys saw, she slept really badly and then she came out in a fever and she was unwell. And that was probably what was, you know, hindering her sleep. She got over that cold within 2 days. She was so much better. And then yesterday, she woke up with a fever again. She seems okay today. She's a little bit off. I can tell she's a little bit off. But she's just really up and down. I don't know what it is. She's not overly snotty. She's got a little bit of a cough here and there. She's been sick a little bit, but it's not like, it's not terrible and it's kind of coming and going. It's really strange. So on the days that she's got a fever, we're just dosing her up. On the day she doesn't have a fever, we're just making sure we're giving her some painkillers before she goes to bed. I do think she's getting a little bit colicky in the evening, so we have been giving her some Infocol. That seems to be helping. But yeah, I really don't know what's going on. I did do a lateral flow test on her last week. So I know she's, you know, she's clear of that. She's fine for that. I'm just not sure. Maybe she's just a bit run down. I don't know. Yeah. Beats me. I'm really stuck on it. You will probably find me in a dressing gown all week this week. I am trying my hardest not to put the heating on because we got our first electric and gas bill for this house the other day. Wow. It's really high, so we're trying our best not to use the heating if we can really help it. Luckily Avery does run quite warm, like she's warm at the moment. If she does start to feel cold, I will have to put it on. Eli's fine, he's just super bouncy, so I feel like he keeps his body temperature up that way. So I'm cold, but I'm always cold. I run really cold, hence the dressing gown, but I've always been the kind of person that will layer. Josh, on the other hand, he's terrible. He'll sit in a t-shirt and complain that it's cold and he needs to put the heating on. Whereas me, I need about 6 layers on and then still feel cold to give me an excuse to put the heating on. I've always been quite conscious that way. I like to save money if I can, and when you've already got the clothes in your wardrobe, it doesn't cost you anything, does it? So long story short, that is why I'm wearing my dressing gown again. I am fully clothed underneath. I've just stuck the dressing gown back on after Zach's school run to keep me a little bit warmer. So last week I mentioned that I was buying a new rug for the living room because the one that we had in the living room wasn't covering the iron burn in the carpet and it was really driving me insane. So I put the one that was in the living room back in our bedroom. It was in our bedroom in our old house. The reason why I didn't put it here in the first place is because, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of space for it, to be honest. It's a bit of a wasted rug, but I didn't want to get rid of it. Do you know, I actually think it looks nice there, especially with the reflection in the mirror. Not the reflection of my slippers, that does not look nice. Please don't mind my hair, guys. It is driving me crazy. I need the fringe to grow. I can't take it anymore, so I've tried just slicking it back. Looking at it on camera, I hate it. I hate it, but I need it to grow. I think I might order some hair rollers to see if I can try and get my fringe to look right. I had it looking okay just after I washed it the other day. And then I slept on it, and because I have a cow's lick on this side and I had it in a middle part, this side was like flat, but then this side was quite poofy, and I don't know what to do. So my mother-in-law suggested taking kelp vitamins. So I've ordered some on Amazon just to see if it works. I'm already taking hair vitamins, but I'm willing to try anything at this point. I just really want it to grow. It's just driving me insane. Anyway, the reason why I was showing you the rug is because the rug has actually just arrived for the living room. Eli is very kindly modelling it for me down here. Here it is. It is quite big. It was meant to come on Saturday. It didn't. I don't know why, but yeah, it's just arrived, and I'm guessing this is the colour here. It says ivory, which is very bold of me considering Avery is sick all the time, but hey ho, it was the cheapest I could find in a colour that I didn't mind. So I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to put this down properly without Josh, just because dragging a rug on this carpet in particular is really difficult, and then I need to get it under the sofa a bit too. But I might get it out just to see what it looks like. I think I'm gonna get Avery in her stander and then try and roll this rug out. Don't mind Teletubbies on the TV, guys. She really enjoys it, which is nice. It makes a nice change, doesn't it, Pud? Well, look at that. I didn't need Josh at all. I managed to do it on my own with a little bit of help from Eli over there. And do you know what? I actually really like the way this looks. It is going to be an absolute nightmare to keep clean, but I like it. It's big enough to cover the burn mark. It was inexpensive for the size that it is. And yeah, I think it looks really nice. Hey guys, it is the next day, so it is Tuesday. Avery is just having a nap in her bouncer. She fell asleep in my arms when I was feeding her, so I put her down in her bouncer. She's still fast asleep at the moment. I went to my doctor's appointment this morning, all was fine, but the walk nearly killed me, I swear. We live on quite a steep hill, and then the doctor's surgery is up a steep hill, so it was literally down one hill and up another, and then the opposite to come home. So both Eli and I were a bit out of breath when we got back, but I think, as far as I know, my ECG was fine. My blood should come back in a couple of days, and then they're gonna refer me for an echocardiogram, which is what the cardiologist requested. I don't think they're expecting to find anything, but they just want to complete the family history. because of Avery and Zach's kind of cardiac history. So yeah, it is pancake day, so pancakes for dinner. We don't usually do traditional English pancakes. I used to when I was little. My mum always used to make the, you know, kind of bigger flat pancakes, and we'd have them with lemon and sugar, and we'd have them after dinner as like a dessert. We make our own tradition, and what we usually do is have American style pancakes, and then for dinner itself we'll have pancakes with bacon, sausages and eggs with maple syrup. And then it ties in, really. We don't need to do dinner and pancakes because I think that would just be a bit too much for a Tuesday evening. We have them for dinner and everyone enjoys them. So I think what I'll do is make the pancakes soon because they reheat quite well, and then all I've got to do is kind of make everything else for dinner, and it just makes this evening run a little bit smoother. Before I do any of that though, I need to make Eli some lunch. He actually, his work for today, yesterday I had him design a ride for Orlando. It was actually his idea. So he did that, and I think he called it the Battleship, and he said it would belong in Galaxy's Edge. It was really, really sweet. I had him write a little bit about it. And then today he has been building it out of Lego. So that was his little task for today. I might get him to do a couple of worksheets tomorrow. But yeah, before I make the pancakes, need to make Eli's lunch. I've got a mountain of dishes to do. I've got washing to put away. I really need to empty the bin and take the recycling out because that's starting to get a bit like out of control now. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on with all of that. Pancakes are all done. We have a massive stack of them ready for our dinner. It occurred to me that I don't think you've seen Avery at all in this vlog yet. We're just doing a bit of tummy time. Hi, Pets. Not that you can really tell, but she is lifting her head off the floor. She's just holding it quite low. Aren't you, baby? Hey, I see you. There we go. Hi. Well done. You're a clever girl. So I realised as well that I didn't actually tell you how the cake was, my mother-in-law's cake. For a sugar-free cake, it was pretty good. If I can find the recipe again online, I will link it below, because I definitely think if you are diabetic or you're just trying to cut back on sugar, it is a good option. The sponge itself does have a little bit of sweetness to it. We used whipped cream. We didn't follow the recipe fully. I say we. I didn't follow the recipe fully. I literally just followed the ingredients for the sponge, and then I used my normal method of baking a Victoria sponge cake and used whipped cream as the filling and the topping. But yeah, the sponge itself is really good, and I'm intrigued to see if xylitol will work for other baking recipes. She likes whatever you're doing, Eli. So yeah, it was really, really good. Definitely recommend. So it is almost time for us to pick Zach up from school. And then it'll be time to feed Avery. Josh isn't sure if he's going to be home late or not this evening. I hope not. But yeah, really looking forward to our dinner tonight. It's nice to have an excuse to have pancakes for dinner. I'm probably not going to vlog tomorrow just because I am feeling quite anxious about the appeal. I will definitely pop on Thursday and let you know the outcome. I don't hold high hopes. I'm a little bit nervous. My mum is spending the day... Oh, what? What? My mum is spending the day here tomorrow. She's going to work from here so that she can sit in with me on the hearing. It's a Teams hearing, it's not physical. Excuse you. But just to give me a little bit of moral support. And yeah, I guess tomorrow we will know if homeschooling is going to be a more permanent thing, because unless they can offer Eli transport to this school that is a 25-minute walk away, then I don't really have any other options. Normally they won't offer transport to schools that are within a 3-mile radius, so I don't even know if that's an option, but let's just get through tomorrow first. Hey guys, so it is Wednesday. I know I said I wasn't gonna jump on the camera today, but my mum's just left. Appeal hearing went as well as it can. I don't know anything yet. Apparently it can take up to a week for them to actually get back to me about the decision. There was 3 panelists and they make the decision basically. I think I represented Eli's case as well as I could, so that's all I can do. So yeah, unfortunately won't be able to tell the outcome in this vlog, but next week I will be able to tell the outcome, so definitely stick around for next week's video. But I'm going to close this one off here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and hit subscribe button if you want to follow us along on our journey. And with that said, I'll see you guys in a few days with another video. Bye guys.